Hunger isn't the enemy. Welcome to day 25 of this 30-day self-trust challenge with me, Kathy Richards, registered dietitian. So I want to talk today about hunger. A lot of people don't trust their hunger because they've learned that they should fear it. It's been framed as a problem, something to control, delay, or ignore. But hunger isn't the enemy. Hunger is communication. So I'd love to reframe it with clients that how can we nourish our body or how can we support your body? So responding to hunger, when hunger shows up, it's your body asking for support, for energy, for care, for nourishment. So if we think about self-trust, it grows when we respond to hunger instead of fighting it. Okay? Because every time you listen to your body, then the body learns, okay, I can trust you. It's like every time we fuel our body, the body's like, yep, okay, I'm going to get fuel again. I can use this fuel that they just gave me for this activity that we're doing right now because I know that they're going to fuel me again. Okay. Versus, they fed me maybe once today, or they fed me really early this morning at 6, 8 hours later, I haven't got fuel. I don't know what's happening. And then a body in that response is going to try to hang on to energy and keep us safe. And it's breaking down that self-trust. So, for example, you notice hunger, but you tell yourself it's too early, I just ate, I should wait, or I'm already at my macros for the day. So you override that hunger. And what happens often is later on, people might feel uncomfortable or out of control around food. So often I see people, I eat well all day. It's just anytime after supper, I find it really hard not to consume snack food or junk food or just extra, portions at supper time. And they think it's lack of discipline or willpower, but it's actually your body's physiology working because it doesn't trust that it's going to have consistent access to nourishment. So it's trying to get that energy. So if we're able to nourish the body consistently throughout the day, we're building self-trust and we're not making hunger the enemy. Okay. There's no panic, there's no urgency, there's no disconnection. It's just you feel hungry, you eat, and that's okay. That's what self-trust feels like. Okay, so today's invitation is when you notice hunger, I want you to pause and I want you to acknowledge it. And you could, really bring yourself back to your body. When you start to feel symptoms of hunger, you could put your hand on your belly to connect to your body. You could, sometimes people might track how they feel when they start to feel hunger because they might not be used to even listening or hearing for that hunger. Okay, I don't want you to act immediately. I just want you to notice. And then you might even say quietly to yourself, like, okay, I hear you, body, like I hear you. And that alone builds self-trust. So I just want you to acknowledge your hunger today. Not make it wrong. Just acknowledge, okay, I feel hunger. And what I often see with clients is as we build that nourishment and support through the day, then their body starts to give them more cues for when it needs fuel. They're able to listen to it, support their body, and then, things start to work better. Digestion works better, energy is better. I've had clients that have nausea or vomiting every day, but once we started to eat actually more consistently, even those symptoms improved. So remember, we're building self-trust, right? So if today feels hard, if feeling hungry is scary for you, or makes you feel anxious, or makes you think like that resistance comes up that we can't eat, you're not alone. Okay. And we can rebuild trust gradually. You don't have to get it right. You can, eat before you get to the point of feeling hunger. That's fine too. We don't want to get too hungry because that's when it's harder to control that urge to eat, right? But again, bring it back to noticing. Notice when you feel hunger, acknowledge it, and that is enough. And if it brings up feelings, that's okay. We notice them. Self-trust is a practice, right? And we're building. We're building. Come back tomorrow for day 26.